Hello and welcome on back to another Tormentor video. In today's one, we're going to look at the TMNT, the Archie Adventures, issue number 28. And this one, I don't have anything really bad to say about this issue, or anything really good to say about this issue. Unlike other issues where I've I won't say I do have like a lot to say about other issues, but this one was just like a nice setup issue for things to come in the next few issues, and also got to see some returning characters, some new characters. So there was some decent stuff in this issue, but nothing really I can be like, oh yeah, that was great because of this or bad because of that. So it's just like one of those kind of issues where it's there, but it's very forgettable. So yeah, Okay, so on the first 3 pages, we do get to see Moss Minter. He's telling a story about these two characters. I can't remember exactly what it was about. All I know is from looking at the images is that there's these two people. One of them gave their eyesight because something, I'm not too sure what. And then they created something, I think it is a symbol, I want to say. I don't think it was the yin yang symbol, so I'm not too sure what symbol they're creating. But with this bit, it's like, I don't really have anything to really say about this page, or like these 3 pages, but it just seems like weird just because like they don't really like properly explain anything really. You just see like the images and like, huh, okay, moving on. So yeah. So after that, we do get to see the Turtles, April and Splinter. They're in a like plane. They're going over to, I think it's Japan, I want to say it is. And April goes on to reveal the story about why they're there. And now this actual story was actually put in like the past few issues as a backup story, but I've never been bothered to read them, and I don't have any interest now. And considering that like most of it was like summed up within a page, really great. So yeah, but she goes on to explain that basically she was in Japan, and then there were some ninjas. They tried to kidnap someone, and they did kidnap someone. Meanwhile, the dragon, like the big dragon guy from the past few issues, he came back and it was attacked by the ninjas, and he was also kidnapped. And now there's this other ninja guy who wants to take his dragon soul. So it's sort of complicated, but sort of not. But if you've been reading those past few backup stories, then it's not really that complicated. But just reading it out loud, it sounds stupid and weird, but it works because it's Turtles. So yeah, so after that, we do get to see the Turtles. They're like trying to get across the city. However, they're stuck because they can't get out the airport because they're going to be seen. So April just goes over to the guards and tells them, oh yeah, you know, like all these guys, they're like, you know, it's fun. They're actors, so they have to be wearing costumes at all times. And I feel like that works a bit too well, but yet no one really questions it because they don't recognise the characters, but yet they recognise April, so I'm confused about that. But yeah, so moving on, we do get to see the Turtles and Splinter. They're going through the sewers, and Moss Splinter is a bit confused of where he's going. And just remember that basically, because in the sewers, and also Japan, that Japan is like its whole, like cities and sewers, they've been around a lot longer than American ones. However, because of the war, they were destroyed, so they've been like recently rebuilt. So the Turtles and Moss Splinter, they're going through the sewers, and that's when they get to see this like gang. They come out and try to rob them all. But yeah, then that quickly delves into another fight because some other ninjas show up, but they quickly disappear. But during this fight, there's not really too much to this fight. I wish there was a little bit more to it, but surprisingly, it's gone for quite a while. And for the most part, I enjoyed it for the most part, but I feel like there could have been a lot more to this scene. But there sadly wasn't really too much to this bit other than just them like fighting each other and Raph biting someone and throwing them into the water. I thought there's a lot of stuff that could have been done here, but yet it just felt a very empty fight. But we do get to see April. She uses her ninja skills. I mean, that's pretty cool to see actually doing something and actually being more than just a TV news reporter. If I remember correctly, I think this actually might be like the first issue that like delves into like going down this like more ninja path instead of being a news reporter. So that's kind of interesting, I want to say. But yeah, either way, moving on because they don't care about it. Why should I? So for the other part of the story, we do get to see where the people who were captured at the beginning of the story. They're being captured by this ninja guy, and like throughout the whole issue, there's not really too much to this story, just because he just brings in a random girl who later becomes a part of the team. I can't remember what name it was. I think like Oku. I want to say it's something along those kind of lines. And he threatens to kill her, and he wants to take the dragon's soul. But yet the man is not helping him because he wants to make the world a better place and all that kind of stuff. But yet he will happily sacrifice one girl just so that he. No, oh god, no. So yeah, so and what should I say? The the bad ninja will happily sacrifice the girl just to get and to get his way. But yet the man who's refusing to like give up his secrets, he's happily he will happily give up everything to save one girl and destroy the world, despite that not being his original plans. It seems really stupid and weird and out of place, but yeah. And yeah, there's not really too much to this bit. I mean, the only other interesting part about this this whole issue is the fact that this is the first appearance of Ninjara, and now this character is like a pretty big deal in the Archie comics, and she's more or less like the original Alapex, but slightly better, I want to say, because she doesn't actually go through any mental trauma or anything along those kind of lines, at least not to the extent of like Alapex, so she at least has some good things going for her. But yeah, she's basically like Alapex, but just a Japanese fox, if I remember correctly. I can't remember too much about Ninjara, so it'd just be like quite interesting to go back and read a lot more about her character, but sadly, for her first appearance, she doesn't really do all too much. She's just mainly there in the shadows, just saying, yes, master, and all kind of stuff. She doesn't really do anything other than just that. And I wish for a character who does go on to play like a really big part in the whole universe, I wish that she had a bigger or a better introduction to this universe, but she doesn't. So yeah, but you have to say that overall for this issue, it's not a bad issue, it's not like a great issue either. It's just an issue that's just set things up for next few issues, which is like a pretty good thing because at least they're given time to build up to a bigger story, which I think is really great. I just feel like the only downside to that is the fact that there isn't really all too much that really happens in this issue, and for the most part, this issue is very forgetful, despite having I'd say a really big importance within this universe with Ninjara. But it's annoying because I wish that this issue was a lot better, but unfortunately it's not. So yeah, boy. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this issue. Do you like it? Do you not? And yeah, that's game for today, guys. If it doesn't, please share, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.